Courtney Gililland. Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
You're very photogenic. I can see you on the camera.
Thanks.
Yeah. So tell us about your practicum goals and how your experience helped you meet those goals.
One of my goals was just kind of reassuring this is what I want to do, because I want to go in the sports psychology field when I graduate. And with Run the Streets, it reassured me that that's what I wanted to do, working with people in the sports environment, because
Cool.
that's where I'm comfortable at, because I've been around sports all my life. So.
Cool. Would you want to work in a similar environment in the future? I guess you kind of answered that. Is there anything else you want to add to that? Do you think the Run the Streets program is the kind of sports psychology that you're thinking about, or were you thinking more about being a consultant?
More
to
about
team?
being a consultant, just like with a team and individually. But I mean, I would enjoy something like Run the Streets too.
Because it's more like your mentor or your more counselor role.
Yeah.
In a sense, but that's what I like about it. It's not. It's more equal.
Yeah.
Than most people think. Like we were talking about, it's more equal. We're colleagues.
Yeah.
Because we both think this is horrible. We're trying to run 10 miles. How would you have changed in the course? How have you changed in the course of the experience, and what changes were required of you?
I think I've changed just by being more positive, like about running, and because, like you said, we both hated it running with the person, but you had to have that positive attitude for your kid that you're running with, because we both are overcoming it at the same time.
Okay. It wouldn't. I figured you'd say having to get up at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, but you didn't throw that in. Oh, it was even earlier when we went out of town.
That's true.
What new insights do you have as a result of your practical experience?
That it's not for everyone. I feel like a lot of the mentors were just kind of there for themselves running, and which was kind of surprising. Like,
interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like you should be there for your kids, and I feel like they were to some extent, but not like fully. Like they were more interested in running and training for the marathon instead of mentoring the kids.
Right.
So
Cool.
That was interesting.
What have you learned about the population with whom you've worked?
It's kind of like the same thing, I think.
The kids?
Yeah. It's surprising how kind of positive the kids were. I felt like they would be more negative, but they were ready to go run just whenever too. That was
It's
kind
really weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you see them change, like the one girl that you ran with. She used to be the most negative person out there. I mean, it was horrible. Sometimes you get, what do you call it, the demerit. It's not a demerit, but
The strikes.
Strike.
Yeah.
When you get a strike, you lose the whole run. You have to make it up. So if you ran 4 miles, you have to redo it somewhere. But she's very positive.
She was very positive towards the end.
What have you learned about others who work in the field? Did I just say that one? No, the population. What have you learned about others? You already kind of mentioned that one.
Yeah.
Some of them, but what are some of the others? There were other people who were really there for the ride.
They were. They were great with the kids, knew how to talk to them, interact with them, and that was a positive, knowing that people still just truly, genuinely care for the kids, wanting them to succeed and do better, not just in the running, but in life in general. So.
It's really cool to see the judge and, and Bob, the probation officers, and people that I would never have thought had compassion. The judge maybe, but after you get to know them, you can't imagine them not having it. But it's just that role that you think of them in. How was your relationship with your on-site supervisor? What did you learn from it?
She was great. We never had a problem communicating. She was very, not supportive, but I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Okay with me, like being gone for fall break and everything. She was great to work with, and she always had a smile on her face, still positive too.
Yeah.
So that was
She's
nice.
She really is good at that job. How did the working conditions of your site affect your practicum experience? I can think of so many different things to say about that.
Um,
How'd you like the sewer?
Yeah, that was terrible. Ew.
We'll tell you later, okay?
No, but I thought it was good. Like, sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to answer that one.
Well, did you feel like it met the needs that you had to do the practicum? And was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was warm, cold outside.
You know, because we were outside a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They had to be. I mean, you definitely didn't want to run in the gym.
Yeah.
What aspects of your previous in-class learning were relevant to your practicum experience?
I think learning, like in the small group like we're in, just learning to listen and not have input, like just listen to what their needs are and not judge them, like no judge zone like you put out there. That really helped me just to listen to them. Like that's all they need sometimes.
Right.
Just someone to listen to them.
Just somebody that wants to hear about their life.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Were you surprised by anything?
Kind of like I said earlier, how positive the kids were. Like, because I thought, before I ran there, I thought it was more like a disciplinary thing. But they were just ready to go. And I love that. So.
Like a boot camp.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I had no idea until I did it. Well, my son did it first,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw him from the outside. Anything else you want to share about your practicum?
Not really. Running is hard. I'm never doing that again.
Never say never.